Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition, ain't all that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show, this so perennial. Do this for my millennials, I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's a lot of money, why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. Hello, that's the check calling. Let me click over real quick to let my check talk it. I eat it, ooh, Pac-Man, that's the way my neck talking. Right, I ain't never coming back. The way the stress. You don't make no clap back when you backpack, my bad, but I'm past that. With a NASDAQ, that's cash. When the money fall, I'ma slap that. Clap when the money go, you don't slap. That's facts. If the money low, I'ma grab from man. When it come back, I'ma give back my bad. When the check hit, the direct hit. I'm glad when the check missed the direct hit. I'm sad like who's that knocking at my window? They say that it's the money. I'm like tenfold. Over and out. That's gon' make you up like a limbo. She said she not a, she an. Why you do that like that? It's a lot of money. Why are you mad like that? Ooh, I'm in my new bag, my bad. You ain't get too bad, my bad. First of the month, I'ma run it back. Same day, why I'ma run it back. Friday, payday, run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back. 48 yards, I run it back. I cop a car, I run it back. Go your then run it back. Run it back, run it back, run it back.
I don't wanna be on the
Taking all these trips, I had to go and get a passport. I'm just trying to live, I don't know what these mad for. I just signed a deal and got a really big bag for it. Still at your mama crib, ain't getting money, you gotta ask for it. I got tired of complaining, I got up and changed my situation. Looking at the view outside, I thought I would never make it. Every day they take, but that don't stop the money making. If you want it, go and take it, ain't no point in hesitating. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind.
Yeah. One up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror now, I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They tried to knock me off my feet, I'm ready to rumble. Felt like I ain't ate in weeks, working off the muscle. Oh yeah, oh my, we ride for my brothers, no lie. All you can die, never wrong, they right. I ain't changing my side, yeah, we in it for life. When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get 80 a show. Say my money, stack it up, it look like I'm foreign cars, driving fast, I never done this before. Yeah, drown out my problems, let me When up and up is magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. I'ma tell the risk I was never at the end. I would never get this off my chest. Oh, I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh, barely my bets are off. Every
I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people in my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another cell. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. 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 I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. Feel like Ginger from Casino. Aces up my sleeve though. Right before I leave, I said like I'm Dino. Think I'm part of town.
Coach, we find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Jacksonville Jaguars. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Ready? 60 Pittsburgh. 4 down, check, 4 down, shoot.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Isaac Yianum in there to pick it. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, it's Rodgers. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 25 yards that time.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Let's go. 26.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game, it leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
A little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
First down, Jaguars. Bravo!
Throwing on first down is Minshew. And he'll get that to Fournette complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
2nd and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Minshew throwing on 3rd down. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well. This quarterback now 5 for 5 on the drive. He's responded after the interception. It's 1st and 10. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Chris Conley, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Over. 80 weapons. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. Well, we talked about Philip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Philip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now, seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Watch that in. Tight end's right. Edwards got 4 down. 61, matchbox right.
They go with Leonard Fournette, 3rd-year back from LSU. space to maneuver at the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That good for 22 and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports.
Let's go. 18 Gator. You remember me? Let's go, baby. Get it.
They keep it with Fournette on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. The big man, Jarrell Casey, in on the stop.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. 6-6. Pull it high. Check it out, Reed. Check. Hey. High 7. Let's go.
On second down, it's Thompson. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a third down.
Let's go now. 18 Gator. Hey, box truck.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And able to find Conley. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. So offside's the call, and they understandably decline it.
And this is why we're seeing more and more teams hiring that one coach to the staff that's in charge of all these things. This one's minor. It's pretty easy to figure out. But all the game management stuff, trying to help out the head coach in his decision-making process. And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
On second down, here's Fournette. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. The 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
Under 10.
From the 35 on 2nd down, Rodgers will find Lindsey here. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver first down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Josh Allen in there to record the second sack of his young NFL career.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's third down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
On third and long, it's Rodgers. And able to find Deshaun Hamilton complete. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Hamilton, the 4th-round pick, had a very productive career at Penn State where he was teammates with Saquon Barkley. And the tandem of he and Cortland Sutton brings some solid youth to that Bronco receivers room. And now the 24-year-old Hamilton hoping to build on what was a 30-catch campaign from a season ago as a rookie. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 25-yard line. Rodgers now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10.
Hey, take 26. Plant.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Cortland Sutton with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Broncos have once again taken the lead. McManus's point after is good, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away.
Let's go. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Fournette running out of the gun. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Off play action, it's Minshew. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining.
Look at me, Zipper. Hey, Orbit.
They'll try to throw for it with Minshew. He's going to go for it all. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping. Get it.
From the gun, Minshew to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, as the first half is winding down, as his guys are able to regain the lead. The touchdown all set up by the big play one snap before, but they finish it off here with a shorter completion, this time for the score.
I like how they stuck with what got them there, right? The big pass play, got the momentum going, right? That's you create it with a play like that, and you come right back with another pass play to finalize things off.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Rodgers now going to throw again. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He completes this to Sutton.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run on 1st down. Lindsey He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. 10-30. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
They'll go again with Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. To throw is Rodgers. And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
We got double up, double up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Kill, kill, kill. Turn up. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And he gets it down to the 32. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Ordinarily in short yardage, most people don't run a toss because it takes a little bit longer to develop. But some teams see it as a very physical type run because the amount of people that get out in front of the runner, offensive linemen, tight ends, sometimes an extra back, they like to run that play there and try and run over people.
49, check 49, check 49.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Darquez Denard there to make the tackle. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And some room to roam now. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Melvin Gordon, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys have now moved out in front.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Let's go.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
4 down. Shift.
Out of the gun is Minshew. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
Now Leonard Fournette. Oh, Fournette loses it. It's out. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Pardon me, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
Go now. 50, plant. 4 down. Check. Oh! Motion.
The They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead them to 4th down. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. So the decision to go for it turns out to be a good one. They get a couple of yards, and as a result, the drive keeps moving. It's now 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. An 8-yard touchdown run as they have taken the lead. So he's in for his 3rd score of the game, and defense probably saying, man, we don't want to see this guy for a long time.
It's bad enough when anyone scores a touchdown against you, but for one person to get 3, it almost sets him apart from the rest of the game, and no one likes to see any of those players on a pedestal, not from the defensive point of view.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback, but when you're trying to throw inside routes, and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw is Rodgers. To throw again. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And not a blitzer, but still able to get there from a strong safety position.
Yeah, I think that was a great example of what they call football IQ. Recognizing he was open, had a chance, and went ahead and got to the quarterback.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. They'll go play action here with Minshew. Taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. So 3rd and long. Here's Minshew. He's going to go deep for Conley. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And the Broncos take over, first down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Sacked by Yannick Ngakoue, the former Maryland Terp.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Now, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Minshew. Looking long for Westbrook. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Here's Logan Cook now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. That's taken on the 25. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. They'll give him 8 on the play, and all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Rodgers. He's got his tight end Fant. Well, they were in search of a short gain on 3rd down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Check it backer.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Marcel Darius flies in at 331 pounds for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
After the sack on 1st down, Rodgers looking for his running back, and he's got it. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
General West. 50. You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Check 13. Check 13. Watch the edge.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
18. You gonna see me in the 15. You gonna see me in the 50.
Now Gordon on 1st down. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Telvin Smith, he was 3rd in the AFC in tackling a year ago, there to bring him down. They'll look to throw.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. They'll come out in the pistol. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Five. Mike Popo. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. 44 to Mike.
Back to throw. This is caught. Only able to pick up 2, and that leads us to 3rd and goal. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? One final try for Rodgers. We've seen this before. And that is going to seal this victory as time runs out. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
You got tape. You got tape. You got tape.
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Deshaun Hamilton finding the end zone on the game's final play. And they have taken the lead here in the final minute.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for the Broncos, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will hit the road next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Jacksonville, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk